Today on Less Code, More Power, you're going to meet a young man who is going to upscale all of Latin America using less code, more power. How meta is that? Join us. Hello, and welcome back to Less Code, More Power. I'm one of your hosts, Dona and Sarah, and my lovely co-host is
Sarah Critchley. Hi, everyone.
All right, today we have one of our favorite people in the whole world, and we mean that, and you'll see why. His name is Sharif Nasser, and he is on a quest to upskill everyone in Latin America in the ways of the Power Platform. Sharif, come join us. Come join us. Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Hello,
Thank
everyone.
you for joining us, dealing with our ridiculous energy today. So we want to hear everything about you. Tell us about you. You're a student ambassador. You're working on upskilling. Tell us that story.
Yeah, so I'm Sharif. I was born in Venezuela, but I decided to come to Mexico to do my bachelor's degree in Tecnologico de Monterrey. So it was a title on robotics engineering, and I just graduated last month. But in the last 2 years, I've been part of the amazing community, the student ambassadors community from Microsoft Learn. And during this time, I've been able to do a lot of events and teach about Python, teach about coding, teach about artificial intelligence, which is my favorite topic in the world. And along the way, I've been able to have an impact on thousands and thousands of Latin American people, which is my community, my most amazing and beautiful community, and my family inside a student ambassadors community as well. And along this journey, I decided to start teaching about the Power Platform because I noticed that when I was teaching about artificial intelligence, not only people from tech backgrounds wanted to learn about the powerful of AI, but also people from a lot of different backgrounds, people from economics backgrounds, people from arts backgrounds. And to me, that was amazing. And I knew that for them, it was not like very much an interest to learn how to code, but they wanted to exploit the potential of AI. They wanted to use it to create innovation. And in the world in today's world, where we're all living, we're going through the pandemic, which pushed us to go through digital transformation and the increase of digital demand. Everybody wants to create with AI. Everybody wants to create applications, no matter what their background is. So that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to teach everyone. Maybe not everyone can become a coder, but everyone can become a developer by using low code with Power Platform. And I've been teaching about the AI Builder on Power Platform. I've been teaching about Power Apps, and of course, the Flow Automate platform of Microsoft as well.
I love this story so much because Sarah and I are both, we're pro devs, right? Like we're code first devs. And you, like both of us, realized like, hey, I can teach Python, I can teach C++, I can teach all of these like object-oriented coding languages. But there's a ton of people in the world who just say, can we just learn to build stuff without having to become a computer scientist like you first? And I love that you're able to tap into that so young and so early. It took me 25 years to learn this, by the way. So I'm so glad you figured it out so early. And you went straight to, let's just teach them how cool AI is without having to get like a machine learning degree or like a intense like 10 years of calculus degree. So that is awesome and really fabulous.
Yes, and also I have a lot of amazing stories of people and student ambassadors using the Power Platform to teach kids about developing apps, about creating apps. They were able to create some kind of homemade satellite that they sent to the air, and it was collecting a lot of data from the environment and everything, and they were just plotting everything in Power BI. So that was an amazing thing to do, to show a kid the power they have to create innovation, to create solutions. I think that Power Platform can help us in making everybody a developer and a tech leader in their own community who is able to create solutions for the most important needs of those communities. Personalized solutions, customized solutions for those communities. I also have student ambassadors who are able to get their first internship thanks to Power Platform and become the digital tech leaders in their companies as well. So that is so amazing for me to hear.
Wow, that's like life-changing. That is life-changing for these people, right?
I love it. Okay, show us. We hear you brought something to show us.
Of course, I want to show you some of the demos that I use, the most important demos that I'm teaching in my courses. So I want to make it everything so simple for them to show how simple it is to use Power Apps, how simple it is to use the AI Builder. And this is how you can use AI Builder to teach a model on object detection. So you just have to decide what the kind of model you're going to train, to give some object names, the objects that you want to detect, and then you just load a lot of images. I loaded just 30. You can even load more as well. The more you load, the more you use, the better the model that you're training. And it is this simple. You just have to choose an image and start teaching the model how to detect those objects in every image. And then if you have it all trained, if you have a nice model that you like, then you can make it an app. And this is how simple I was able to create an app using Power Apps to detect, to use these images and test them and see how this model is working. So here we can see that I'm detecting. And I mean, I love green tea. Green tea for me is my everyday drink. So here we have to detect if it is the rose green tea, the cinnamon green tea, or mint. And now the students, by using this, people, by using this, how easy it is, they can start, instead of thinking about how am I going to implement computer vision, how am I going to implement machine learning, how am I going to implement AI, they can start thinking instead in what are the applications that they can give it. They can start creating solutions, because this took me less than an hour to create it. And now you can start, just use your creativity and start to think about what are the specific needs that your community has and how you can use this to create solutions for those needs. I've seen a story talking about computer vision. One of my friends is creating an application which is about a drone that is taking pictures in their community. And by using Power Platform, they can automate the process of just taking these pictures, processing these pictures, and try to predict the probability of a fire in one of the houses, in one of the buildings in this community. So that is so amazing. You can start thinking about creating solutions and know all that nitty-gritty of the hardware and software process. This is another one. This is about text extraction. So you can do a lot of things with text. You can start extracting text from invoices, which a lot of companies need. This is an amazing automation for a company, for a small business as well. And this can help you start building your career. This can help you get your first job as a student as well. And it's so amazing to see what is the power of text extraction, of sentiment analysis, to see what you can do in Power Platform just with text.
I think this is awesome. I love how you've done a few things, right? You've reduced the need for like some super high-end hardware, because many people who do work in AI and machine learning, you need like the state of the art powerful dev machine to actually do the processing and the analysis. And you've kind of gotten rid of that and said, you can actually do this on a Surface Go, for example. I love that. I think that's fantastic. And you've also gotten people interested into AI and machine learning without having to be interested in it enough to have to go commit to learning computer vision, Azure Cognitive Services, and all of these things. You've kind of taken away all of the intensive labor and the cognitive overload and made this something where people can use it, people can learn it. And if they want to dig deeper, we have so many tools to dig deeper. So you've made it fun and interesting from like hour one, rather than waiting like several years for it to be fun. So I think that is awesome.
Yeah, I think that Power Platforms gives us this opportunity of making everyone a developer and making it so easy that no matter what your background is, you can start creating solutions. You can start doing less, you can start doing more with less resources, with less time, with less knowledge about the area. So that is what we need. We need to lower the barrier for people. We need to start motivating people to create solutions. And that's what I love the most of being a student ambassador. That is what I love the most of being part of my community. It's about having an impact in people, teaching them, helping them to access, to learn, to grow, and to exploit their highest potential, because everyone must have access to it. to exploit their highest potential. And once you give that access to everyone around the world, once you give access to that to everyone in their communities, then everyone can become a leader. And once you have leaders in every community, you have solutions for problems. And the world is full of problems, but it's also full of amazing people. It's also full of people who want to create solutions. And I know, and I think that Power Platform can help us become that world of innovation, of progress, of also achieving equity, giving accessibility in technology for everyone as well.
I just love that. I kind of want to, I think we need to take a snippet of what you just said, and we need to put it on the Power Platform website, right? Like, do you see, one of the questions I have for you, Sharif, like, do you see the aha moment in like the people that you teach and mentor, right? Like kind of because people are a little bit suspicious. It's like, this can't be that easy. This can't be like, we as human beings, I think we always try and make things, huge and a massive kind of like learning curve. Whereas when you show them how easy it is, do you see that aha moment?
Yes, that aha moment is the best thing that you can see when you see those eyes shining in people once they have their own application working as well. And just to think about how just little time they had to invest in it, that is so amazing for them, and that's so amazing for me as well. And just to know that Power Platform is a thing that a lot of companies are using around the world. When you think about Fortune 500 companies, it's more than 90% of those companies. So we see that this is being needed in the world. This is being needed in the workplace. We need people who know how to use Power Platform, because we know this is an amazing way of automating processes. This is an amazing way of attending the needs, of changing the processes that we are using in the companies, that we are using in the industry as well, and also in education. Power Platform, for me, is one of the best tools that you can use in education to start introducing people in technology, no matter what their age is, because even kids can start enjoying the process. Maybe it's not so easy for a kid to understand what C++ is, but if you give it a toolbox, if you give it this tool that is as easy as using Microsoft Excel and Microsoft PowerPoint, which is the Power Apps, which is the Power Platform, then they can have access to it all. They can have access to create amazing solutions, to create amazing applications that they can enjoy, and also start showing off with other people. And when you start showing off, then you're inspiring other people to learn as well, to access to this technology. And that's how we start kind of contaminating other people with this excitement about technology.
I love that so much. So, there's always homework. And we always ask our guests to give some homework to our audience. What homework would you like to assign everyone?
Yeah, sure. First of all, if you're a student, don't miss the chance to learn more about the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors community. You can become a student ambassadors as I became one 2 years ago, and you can start joining this community where you will be able to learn a lot. And we will receive you and welcome you no matter what your background is. We are welcoming people from tech backgrounds as well as non-tech backgrounds. And also, if you want to start learning about Power Platform, check out the Microsoft Learn platform. And don't forget about Microsoft Power Platform virtual training days. These are amazing sessions that people are giving, and you can find them in your local language. For example, I'm from Latin America, and I was able to find them in Spanish, which for me, it's a lot more accessible for people to learn, to access to this knowledge. So don't miss the chance to start learning. And if you have any questions, you can always find me as well.
There you go. You heard the man. One, if you're a student, think about joining the Microsoft Student Ambassadors program. It's changed lives for people all over the world. And honestly, we love connecting with students to understand more of what you need. Two, check out Microsoft Learn. One, it's free. Two, it helps you learn a whole bunch of stuff and gain credibility and badges and all this stuff. And it's a really, really great way to ramp up in all kinds of tech, whether it's low-code development like Power Platform, or if you want to learn C++, that's there for you too. And three, Microsoft Virtual Training Days. These are there all over the world. They're set up so you can have instructor-led training on whatever topic you want. And four, if you have questions, reach out to Sharif, because he wouldn't be on the show if he didn't want you to reach out to him, right? So he's highly findable on Twitter and through the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador program. Sharif, thank you so much for joining us,
you.
enlightening
Thank
us,
you.
inspiring us, moving us. We are completely going to snippet out bits of this conversation and put it everywhere, because you are so inspiring. And every time we talk to someone like you, Sarah and I are like, we are doing the right thing by investing in this platform and our community. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Thank you for
Sharif.
inviting me.
Awesome.
All right, everyone. Till next time, let's code.
More power.
See you then.